Welcome back to WSAV News 3 today at 11. Since 1979, Safe Shelter has been working towards protecting domestic violence survivors and their children by preventing future violence through empowerment and change. It's also Savannah's only refuge of its kind, serving nearly 1,800 people each year. Lee Robbins is the agency's new CEO. He joins us now with more on what they're doing and how you can get involved. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Well, first of all, you're new to this position, but
That's
not to advocacy when it comes to families and children in our community.
That's right. So I've been at Safe Shelter since April as the CEO, trying to get my feet on the ground and understand, a little bit about the programming and the team and everyone that we support in the community. But I've been in Savannah for going on 14 years and worked for a number of different nonprofits doing community mediation, program development, housing, advocacy work, and that's what's led me to this role at Safe Shelter. At the Mediation Center and at Georgia Legal Services, where I've been previously employed, we've partnered with Safe Shelter in some way to help support survivors of domestic violence.
So what is it about Safe Shelter that attracted you?
It is a mission and it is a team that care, and they're really trying to make a difference in the community. Mm-hmm. I mean, in the state of Georgia, we've all heard statistics. 3 in 10 women experience domestic violence, some form of domestic violence or abuse. 1 in 10 men. When we look at the numbers in Savannah of aggravated assault when there is a domestic relationship, last year the Savannah Police Department in their crime report put out that there were a significant number of aggravated assaults using a weapon, and then 266 without a weapon, but there was some type of aggravated assault, what we call like personal weapons, hands, feet, things like that. And so domestic violence is prevalent in our community, and my background in social work, program development, it's led me to this organization that truly cares and is trying to make a difference to prevent, as you mentioned, domestic violence going forward.
You've been in this community long enough to see this agency evolve. What has changed, and what are some of your goals as you move forward?
Well, a lot of the programming that we have, it aims to help survivors and children address barriers that are created because of the abuse that they experience. And so where I've seen Safe Shelter grow and evolve, and where we see ourselves going, is to address those barriers that are created by coercive controlling behaviors by abusers. So things like getting a job, health care, transportation. United Way helps us with the Women's United Transportation Fund.
Yes.
And that goes to help make sure that those that we support in the shelter are able to get to doctor's appointments, are able to get to job interviews, and we're able to help transport children to school, which is really important. And so we've grown over the years addressing these barriers with our case management and our shelter and different programs. And where I see us going in the future is more preventative type work. Working with youth for teen dating violence, where we are supporting youth and understanding what a healthy relationship looks like and what are coercive controlling behaviors that individuals may experience in a relationship where they need to reach out to somebody for support.
So you mentioned a number of services that you provide, but these services are free to those you serve, but not free for the agency, and that's where the community comes in.
Oh, we cannot do what we do without the community. Absolutely. Community partnerships, we work closely with community partners such as Georgia Legal Services. Mm-hmm. Georgia Legal Services manages a pro bono list of attorneys. The attorney community has really supported not only Georgia Legal Services with that pro bono list, but then with helping survivors during temporary protective order hearings. And we work closely with counselors. We provide counseling. So everything that we provide survivors and children that we serve, it's free. We don't want that to become a barrier.
Yeah.
And we can't do that without the community support, whether it's another nonprofit providing services or it's a community making donations.
Yeah, or whether it's your upcoming event, the Twilight Ball.
That's right. We got Twilight Ball. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And so we have a number of events. Well, I'll probably be on a few times between now and October. But our big event of the year is the Twilight Ball. And that is Friday, October 23rd at 6:30 at the Palmetto Club. And it's an event where we bring the community together to dance, have fun. We have an auction. There will be food, drinks. But most importantly, we're there to remember why we're there and our mission to support survivors and children. We want to instill a message of hope and resiliency, which the Savannah community has. And this event really captures that.
Lee Robbins, thank you so much for being here. Congratulations once again. Here's the information on your screen. Save the date because the Twilight Ball, Dancing in the Moonlight, oh, that sounds so fancy, is benefiting Safe Shelter. That's Friday, October 23rd at 6:30 p.m. at the Palmetto Club at the Landings. You can find more information and see this interview again anytime by visiting our website, wsav.com/community